Hello everyone. We are back after a long. In previous episode we have talked about some interesting and exciting business journey and startups of Elon Musk. How Elon Musk started X.com and later on PayPal. We have also talked about his SpaceX journey. And today we are going to continue his journey to Twitter and Tesla so that you can easily find his success secret. Let's begin the video. Starlink. In 2015, SpaceX began development of the Starlink constellation of low Earth orbit satellites to provide satellite internet access, with the first two prototype satellites launched in February 2018. A second set of test satellites, and the first large deployment of a piece of the constellation, occurred in May 2019, when the first 60 operational satellites were launched. The total cost of the decade-long project to design, build, and deploy the constellation is estimated by SpaceX to be about $10 billion. Some critics, including the International Astronomical Union, have alleged that Starlink blocks the view of the sky and poses a collision threat to spacecraft. During the 2022 Russian invasion of Ukraine, Musk sent Starlink terminals to Ukraine to provide internet access and communication, an action praised by Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. However, Musk refused to block Russian state media on Starlink, declaring himself a free speech absolutist. In October 2022, Musk stated that about 20,000 satellite terminals had been donated to Ukraine, together with free data transfer subscriptions, which cost SpaceX $80 million. After first asking the United States Department of Defense to pay for further units and future subscriptions on behalf of Ukraine, Musk publicly stated SpaceX would continue to offer Starlink products and services to the Ukrainian government for free, at a cost he estimated at $400 million for the following 12 months. SpaceX also designs and launches custom military satellites for the Space Development Agency as part of a new missile defense system in low Earth orbit. The constellation would give the United States new capabilities to sense, target and potentially intercept nuclear missiles and hypersonic weapons launched from anywhere on Earth. Both China and Russia brought concerns to the United Nations about the program, and various organizations warned it could be destabilizing and trigger an arms race in space. Tesla, originally Tesla Motors, was incorporated in 2003 by Martin Eberhard and Mark Tarpenning, who financed the company until the Series A round of funding. Both men played active roles in the company's early development prior to Musk's involvement. Musk led the Series A round of investment in February 2004. He invested $6.5 million, became the majority shareholder, and joined Tesla's board of directors as chairman. Musk took an active role within the company and oversaw Roadster product design but was not deeply involved in day-to-day business operations. Following a series of escalating conflicts in 2007, and the 2008 financial crisis, Eberhard was ousted from the firm. Musk assumed leadership of the company as CEO and product architect in 2008. A 2009 lawsuit settlement with Eberhard designated Musk as a Tesla co-founder, along with Tarpenning and two others. As of 2019, Musk was the longest tenured CEO of any automotive manufacturer globally. In 2021, Musk nominally changed his title to Technoking, while retaining his position as CEO. Tesla first built an electric sports car, the Roadster, in 2008. With sales of about 2,500 vehicles, it was the first serial production all-electric car to use lithium-ion battery cells. Tesla began delivery of its four-door Model S sedan in 2012. A crossover, the Model X was launched in 2015. A mass-market sedan, the Model 3, was released in 2017. The Model 3 is the all-time best-selling plug-in electric car worldwide, and in June 2021 it became the first electric car to sell 1 million units globally. A fifth vehicle, the Model Y crossover, was launched in 2020. The Cybertruck, an all-electric pickup truck, was unveiled in 2019. Under Musk, Tesla has also constructed multiple lithium-ion battery and electric vehicle factories, named Gigafactories. Musk presenting about the Model X car at the 2014 Tesla's annual shareholder meeting. Since its initial public offering in 2010, Tesla stock has risen significantly. It became the most valuable carmaker in summer 2020, and it entered the S&P 500 later that year. In October 2021, it reached a market capitalization of $1 trillion, the sixth company in U.S. history to do so. In November 2021, Musk proposed, on Twitter, to sell 10% of his Tesla stock, since much as made lately of unrealized gains being a means of tax avoidance. After more than 3.5 million Twitter accounts supported the sale, Musk sold $6.9 billion of Tesla stock within a week, and a total of $16.4 billion by year-end, reaching the 10% target. In February 2022, the Wall Street Journal reported that both Elon and Kimball Musk were under investigation by the SEC for possible insider trading related to the sale. In 2022, Musk unveiled a robot developed by Tesla, Optimus. SEC lawsuit. In 2018, Musk was sued by the SEC for a tweet claiming that funding had been secured for potentially taking Tesla private. The lawsuit characterized the tweet as false, misleading, and damaging to investors, and sought to bar Musk from serving as CEO of publicly traded companies. 2 days later, Musk settled with the SEC, without admitting or denying the SEC's allegations. As a result, Musk and Tesla were fined $20 million each, and Musk was forced to step down for 3 years as Tesla chairman but was able to remain as CEO. Musk has stated in interviews that he does not regret posting the tweet that triggered the SEC investigation. In April 2022, the shareholder who sued Musk over the tweet, along with several Tesla shareholders, said that a federal judge had ruled that the tweet was false, although the ruling in question has not been unsealed. In 2019, Musk stated in a tweet that Tesla would build 500,000 cars that year. The SEC reacted to Musk's tweet by filing in court, asking the court to hold him in contempt for violating the terms of a settlement agreement with such a tweet. The accusation was disputed by Musk. This was eventually settled by a joint agreement between Musk and the SEC clarifying the previous agreement details. The agreement included a list of topics that Musk would need pre-clearance before tweeting about. In 2020, a judge prevented a lawsuit from proceeding that claimed a tweet by Musk regarding Tesla's stock price too high violated the agreement. FOIA released records showed that the SEC itself concluded Musk has subsequently violated the agreement twice by tweeting regarding Tesla's solar roof production volumes and its stock price. SolarCity and Tesla Energy. Musk provided the initial concept and financial capital for SolarCity, which his cousins Lyndon and Peter Rive founded in 2006. By 2013, SolarCity was the second largest provider of solar power systems in the United States. In 2014, Musk promoted the idea of SolarCity building an advanced production facility in Buffalo, New York, triple the size of the largest solar plant in the United States. Construction of the factory started in 2014 and was completed in 2017. It operated as a joint venture with Panasonic until early 2020. Tesla acquired SolarCity for over $2 billion in 2016 and merged it with its battery unit to create Tesla Energy. The deal's announcement resulted in a more than 10% drop in Tesla's stock price. At the time, SolarCity was facing liquidity issues. Multiple shareholder groups filed a lawsuit against Musk and Tesla's directors, claiming that the purchase of SolarCity was done solely to benefit Musk and came at the expense of Tesla and its shareholders. Tesla directors settled the lawsuit in January 2020, leaving Musk the sole remaining defendant. 2 years later, the court ruled in Musk's favor. Neuralink. In 2016, Musk co-founded Neuralink, a neurotechnology startup company, with an investment of $100 million. Neuralink aims to integrate the human brain with artificial intelligence (AI) by creating devices that are embedded in the brain to facilitate its merging with machines. Such technology could enhance memory or allow the devices to communicate with software. The company also hopes to develop devices with which to treat neurological conditions such as Alzheimer's disease, dementia, and spinal cord injuries. In 2019, Musk announced work on a device akin to a swing machine that could embed threads into a human brain. Musk is listed as the sole author of an October 2019 paper that details some of Neuralink's research, although Musk's being listed as such rankled the Neuralink team's researchers. At a 2020 live demonstration, Musk described one of their early devices as a Fitbit in your skull that could soon cure paralysis, deafness, blindness, and other disabilities. Many neuroscientists and publications criticize these claims, with MIT Technology Review describing them as highly speculative and neuroscience theater. During the demonstration, Musk revealed a pig with a Neuralink implant that tracked neural activity related to smell. Neuralink has conducted further animal testing on macaque monkeys at the University of California, Davis Primate Research Center. In 2021, the company released a video in which a macaque played the video game Pong via a Neuralink implant. The company's animal trials, which have caused the deaths of some monkeys, have led to claims of animal cruelty. The Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine has alleged that Neuralink's animal trials have violated the Animal Welfare Act. In 2022, Neuralink announced that clinical trials would begin by the end of the year. The Boring Company. In 2017, Musk founded the Boring Company to construct tunnels and revealed plans for specialized, underground, high-occupancy vehicles that could travel up to 150 miles per hour, 240 kilometers per hour, and thus circumvent above-ground traffic in major cities. Early in 2017, the company began discussions with regulatory bodies and initiated construction of a 30-foot, 9.1 meters wide, 50-foot, 15 meters long, and 15-foot, 4.6 meters deep test trench on the premises of SpaceX's offices, as that required no permits. The Los Angeles Tunnel, less than 2 miles, 3.2 kilometers in length, debuted to journalists in 2018. It used Tesla Model X's and was reported to be a rough ride while traveling at suboptimal speeds. Two tunnel projects announced in 2018, in Chicago and West Los Angeles, have been cancelled. However, a tunnel beneath the Las Vegas Convention Center was completed in early 2021. Local officials have approved further expansions of the tunnel system. In 2021, tunnel construction was approved for Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Completed in early 2021, 187. Local officials have approved further expansions of the tunnel system, 188. In 2021, tunnel construction was approved for Fort Lauderdale, Florida, 189. Twitter. Musk expressed interest in buying Twitter as early as 2017. In January 2022, Musk started purchasing Twitter shares, reaching a 5% stake in the company in March. By April, he owned a 9% stake, making him the largest shareholder. He did not file the necessary SEC paperwork within 10 days of his stake passing 5%, a violation of U.S. securities laws. When he did publicly disclose his investment in an SEC 13G filing on April 4, Twitter shares experienced the largest intraday price surge since the company's 2013 IPO. The revelation that Musk had acquired a significant stake in Twitter followed Musk's March tweets in which he questioned Twitter's commitment to freedom of speech and floated creating a rival social media site, although the comments were made after he had acquired 7.5% of Twitter's stake. On April 4, Musk agreed to a deal that would appoint him to Twitter's board of directors and prohibit him from acquiring more than 14.9% of the company. However, on April 13, Musk made a $43 billion offer to buy Twitter, launching a takeover bid to buy 100% of Twitter's stock at $54.20 per share. In response, Twitter's board adopted a shareholder rights plan, deemed a poison pill by the media to make it more expensive for any single investor to own more than 15% of the company without the board's approval. A week later, Musk secured funding worth $46.5 billion, which included $12.5 billion in loans against his Tesla stock and $21 billion in equity financing. Later that day, Musk successfully concluded his bid for approximately $44 billion. Tesla's stock market value sank by more than $125 billion the next day in reaction to the deal, causing Musk to lose around $30 billion of his net worth. He subsequently tweeted criticism of Twitter executive Vijaya Gad's policies to his 86 million followers, which led to some of them engaging in sexist and racist harassment against her. Exactly a month after announcing the takeover, Musk stated that the deal was on hold, following a report that 5% of Twitter's daily active users were spam accounts, causing Twitter shares to drop more than 10%. Although initially he clarified that he remained committed to the acquisition, he sent notification of his termination of the deal in July. Twitter's board of directors responded that they were committed to holding him to the transaction. On July 12, 2022, Twitter formally sued Musk in the Chancery Court of Delaware for breaching a legally binding agreement to purchase Twitter. In October 2022, Musk reversed again, offering to purchase Twitter at $54.20 per share. The acquisition was officially completed on October 27. Immediately after the acquisition, Musk fired top Twitter executives, including CEO Parag Agrawal, whom he replaced as CEO. He quickly instituted an $8 monthly subscription for a blue check and laid off a significant portion of the company's staff. The Brookings Institution said Musk has made Twitter a major platform for proponents of hate speech, while the Southern Poverty Law Center noted that Twitter has verified numerous extremists. A study of millions of tweets following the acquisition indicated that hate speech on the platform has become more visible under Musk's leadership. Leadership style: Musk is often described as a micromanager and has called himself a nano manager. The New York Times has characterized his approach as absolutist. Musk does not make formal business plans, instead, he prefers to approach engineering problems with an iterative design methodology and tolerance for failures. He has forced employees to adopt the company's own jargon and launched ambitious, risky, and costly projects against his advisors' recommendations, such as removing front-facing radar from Tesla Autopilot. His insistence on vertical integration causes his companies to move most production in-house. While this resulted in saved costs for SpaceX's rocket, vertical integration has caused many usability problems for Tesla's software. Musk's handling of employees, whom he communicates with directly through mass emails, has been characterized as carrot and stick, rewarding those who offer constructive criticism while also being known to impulsively threaten, swear at, and fire his employees. Musk said he expects his employees to work for long hours, sometimes for 80 hours per week. He has his new employees sign non-disclosure agreements and often fires in sprees, such as during the Model 3 production hell in 2018. In 2022, Musk revealed plans to fire 10% of Tesla's workforce due to his concerns about the economy. That same month, he suspended remote work at SpaceX and Tesla and threatened to fire employees who do not work 40 hours per week in the office. Musk's leadership has been praised by some, who credit it with the success of Tesla and his other endeavors, and criticized by others, who see him as callous and his managerial decisions as showing a lack of human understanding. The 2021 book Power Play contains anecdotes of Musk berating employees. The Wall Street Journal reported that, after Musk insisted on branding his vehicles as self-driving, he faced criticism from his engineers for putting customer lives at risk, with some employees resigning in consequence. With these details, we are going to wrap up for now. Did you find this episode interesting or not? Comment below. Don't forget to subscribe the channel and share the video. Thank you.